Hey guys, how's everybody doing today? It is 12:18 in the afternoon, and excuse me. I saw that Paddy Potato Peelers. I just saw his video that he put out, and it was the 5 EDC knives under 75 pound that can do it all when we left the house. So if I left the house and I had to bring any one of these 5 knives, I would feel confident. I would feel 100% confident on anything that came up throughout my day. I could get it done, no problem, hands down. It could take care of the issue. So these are the 5 knives that I chose. Now I've got many, we all do. We have many budget knives. So I tried to bring out some of my budget knives that were different. I wanted to mix it up the best that I could. And what I mean by that is I could have simply I could have grabbed 5 sin cut knives, 5 different sin cut knives, and threw them up here and gave you a review on all 5 sin cut knives. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to break up and I wanted to show a couple of different companies and what they offer and so forth and so on. I just wanted to show you a variety of knives. So, with that, let's go ahead and get started because we got a couple of things to talk about with these 5 knives here. And let's go ahead and get into it. The first one up that I've chose is this SRM. Now, SRM years ago was called San Ran Mu. It was always a fantastic budget company. But as things evolved and the company, I guess, grew bigger, they switched up the name. They got a little bit more fancier and they trimmed it up and they went with SRM. So now that's their company name. But always keeping the budget quality there. These are very affordable knives, and I mean very affordable. I think that I paid maybe $40 for this knife, and it's really it's absolutely amazing on what you get for the $40. If you know anything about cutlery and knives, and you're getting this milled G10. You don't even see any of this fancy G10 on upper scale knives. You've got the ambi lock here, fancy pivot that's they put their logo in the pivot that says SRM. This blade, this satin blade, and the way you can just see the blade is just, it's an awesome piece of cutlery. It's just awesome. You've got this big deployment hole right here, access lock, like I said, milled G10, decorative G10, really, really nice in the hand. The backside of it, let's take a look at the backside, which is beautiful. The number on this one is 9202. It's got D2 steel right there. The pocket clip, normal pocket clip, pretty deep, just a little pinch to come out of your pocket. But constructed extremely well. Action is just, you could roll it out. I like to roll this one out because it's just got that buttery. You can see here, it's just buttery smooth. Lockup is super tight with these access locks. you can't budge the blade with these ambi locks. So yes, this would be one that I would walk out of my house with and feel very confident on getting anything that was thrown at me throughout the course of my day done. 100% confident with this piece here. There's not much more to say about this one. You got this nice back spacer here. And it's just, you could put a lanyard here. Nice big thing for a lanyard if you choose to do that. They've got you set up. And before I let you go, the blade is just, it's just set up for action. You know what I mean? It's set up to do whatever you need it to do. So that's that one, the one I chose there. Moving along, this guy here. Now, I've mentioned to you guys before that in the budget arena, I stopped buying all these budget knives, different companies. I said to myself, I was only gonna, because I was making myself nuts. That's what I was doing, chasing all these budget knives around. So I narrowed it down to the two that I thought were the best in my opinion. And that is Sincut and Kubi. Sincut and Kubi. So what you have here is a Sincut knife, and this one is called the Episode. It's called the Episode. You can see the how fantastically it's built, and the pride that they take in these knives is over and beyond. You would be astonished and impressed if you got one of these, held it, and carried one of these. You can see the jimping is so well done. The blade stock is fantastic on this one. It comes down to a nice point. Harpoon style blade, and it's just meant for some, it's meant to get it done. This blade is meant, it wants to work. It wants to get down and dirty. You've got this beautiful cut swedge up here. Nice dark stonewash blade. You would think that this was custom tumbled stonewash. Really nice, attractive looking blade. Super sharp blade. I touched it up like I do with all my knives. I'm just saying that the blade is just wicked sharp, wicked sharp. And I don't even want to touch it. Sometimes I like to touch it, but I don't feel like giving myself that cringe down my neck, because that's how sharp this is. Milled out, they milled out so much of that inside. You can see all the milling they did to weight relief this piece. The back side of it, you've got this deep clip here all the way to the back. Beautiful G10. This one's in natural. You could see it. The G10's well done. Action, liner lock. Good access to the liner lock. Action is just, I can't explain it. This knife has the best action out of all these, and I'd take it one step further and say that it's probably got some of the best action on even the higher end knives. You would think that this is assisted. It just comes out so wicked, so hard, and the action is just spot on. So this is one of my favorites. This is one of my favorite pieces. So this is the Sincut Episode. This knife here, this is a newer acquisition to the lineup. This was given to me, well, not given to me. I purchased this in a Knife Nerd box from Brian from Blue Creek Knives. Now, when I got this one in, this was my first petrified fish that I've ever gotten. you have got this big, gigantic, full, flat grind knife. Super sharp again, very, very sharp. This fuller groove up top here. Jimping, again, is very well done. These knives are put together just fantastic for the money. These are all $40 knives. If I haven't mentioned, this one was 40, this one's 40, this is 40. They're all 40. They're all 40 bucks. But it's amazing on what you're getting nowadays for $40. You know what I mean? Look at that G10. How beautiful this G10 is. Nice, thick liner lock. So you can feel confident with that. It's not thin. It's nice and thick, that liner lock. Action is fantastic. This is also a front flipper. You can spidey flick it with the, if I don't hit nothing, I'll show you. You can spidey flick it very easily with that fuller groove. And just an all-around beautiful, beautiful piece. Lots of belly. And, well, there'd be no doubt if I walked out of my door and I had this on me, I would definitely feel confident on anything that came up. I would definitely be able to accomplish, no matter what came up, I'd be able to accomplish it with this piece here. It's a newer knife to me, petrified fish, but boy, and talking about petrified fish, this beluga, it's called the beluga. I have heard, now this is a full-size knife, guys. I've heard that the mini beluga is even better, and I can believe that because this is a big knife. So if you like big knives, this one's for you. Just to slim it down a little bit, I have a very funny feeling that the mini beluga would be perfect. Would be perfect. So that's that one. This guy here, back to another sin cut. Back to another sin cut. You've got this beautiful cut swedge up top here. This blade is just ready for action. Look at the blade. It's ready to go. You know what I mean? Button lock on this one. Very, very nice action. You can just see it's drop shut. Drop shutty. Flick it right out there. Right in. I mean, just, you can see how fantastic this knife is. This is one of my favorites. One of my favorites. Look at the micarta. I mean, come on. That micarta, that's like getting high-end micarta. You know what I mean? This is a $40 knife. And look at the kind of micarta they're putting on these $40 knives. That's pretty impressive. You know what I mean? If you know anything about knives and the knife game and you've been into knives for a certain amount of time, you know that what you're looking at here for 40 bucks is impressive. You know what I mean? You've got this satin, nice satin lines in this blade. Real attractive blade. Super, super. I mean, these knives are getting, they're sharp, man. It's all about the heat treat and what they're doing to them. Because I remember years ago, I couldn't get these knives this sharp. My 8CR 13 MOV, never did I get, or do I remember getting an 8CR 13 MOV knife as sharp as I'm getting these 8CR knives today. As sharp. I mean, they're wickedly sharp. And they come to an edge in seconds. Seconds. I can put a crazy edge on 8CR 13 MOV in about, well, not, you know what I mean, seconds, a minute. 1 minute, I could put a workable, serious edge on an 8CR knife. But this is just a fantastic piece. And again, if I left my house, no doubt in my mind, If I had this clipped in my pocket, I would feel very confident on getting anything that came up done. Absolutely done. And done well. The last one I wanted to show you, this is a very, very different and unique piece. That's why I threw this one up there. It's like a half tanto, but it's really not a tanto. This blade shape is just awesome. And I mean, you got this tip up here. This is just a fantastic piece. You've got this disc up here, this thumb disc, ambi-lock again, G10. Look at how they did this G10. Look how beautiful that G10 is done. Lanyard hole, real nice placed in the back there, just to give you something decorative if you want to put it on the back. But this blade, the blade is just wicked. You don't think if you had this in your pocket that this could get any chore done throughout your day. Anything, because that's what we're talking about. Nice pocket clip here. This is also an SRM knife. It used to be called, like I said, Sanram Mu. But anything SRM is just budget knives that are just quality. This has got the ambi lock. This might have the best action out of the group. I don't know why. It's just so buttery smooth. Out of all the knives that I just showed you here, I would recommend this one out of all of them just because it's so unique, so wicked. You could put this in a tactical role if need be. It's a tactical knife, so to speak. And it's just set up for destruction. You can see the blade is just, I'm telling you, it's a $40 knife that I would feel so confident. It feels so good in your hand. The grip, it's real nice and slender. Look at the grip in your hand. This is a knife that you want in your pocket to defend yourself, to do anything you need to do. And just look, $40. How can you beat it? How do you get a knife that's better than this? The action, look at this. Centering, can't focus. Centering, you could see the slenderness of the build. This is a beautiful knife. The number on this one is a 9211-GW. And I'll tell you what, you put out the $40 for this knife. And if you get it and tell me you're not happy with this knife, I'll buy it back off you. That's how fantastic of an EDC knife this is for $40. That's what I got, guys, for now. I could have just went, I could have put 100 of them up there, you know what I mean? I probably have got, I don't even know how many of these budget knives that I have. I don't know how many I have. But I just figured I'd mix it up a little bit and show you a few different pieces like these SRM pieces and things that we don't normally see all the time. So, yeah, that's it. Let me know what you guys think. What budget knives would you take with you out leaving your house and feel comfortable with getting anything done that came up? budget knives, you know what I mean? Under, like Paddy said, under 75 pound. These are all $40 knives. Let me see your budget knives and what you feel confident leaving the house with. I'm curious on that. All right, guys. Well, Paddy, I thank you for this, so to speak, tag. It was fun. And anytime I could show some budget knives, and it's fun, you know what I mean? So I encourage everyone to join in on this one. So that's it. Be good, be well, be safe, and show me some knives, guys. Throw some budget knives up there. Take care.